Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Pamela, and on today's video I am going to be listing with you something that we all can agree on, and I feel like we all can relate on besides our love for plants. It is my personal top 10 reasons why I dislike plants, the worst things about owning plants, just 10 of honestly a pot full of reasons that these babies that we love so much are kind of thumbs down. And I also decided to get myself a little beverage. The one I wanted bursted in the freezer, so I'm kind of upset about that. So if you're interested in hearing what are my top 10 dislikes of owning plants, then keep on watching. Alright, hey y'all, so I'm gonna go ahead and, is this twist off? It's a twist off. Oh damn. Wow. So cheers to y'all. I got me some Blue Moon. I wanted some IPA, but I only got Blue Moon, so I'm a Blue Moon myself today. I wrote them down because I just wanted to make sure I really thought about the dislikes of just plants and owning plants, because it's tough, y'all. It really is really tough owning plants, and they're assholes a lot of the time. Alright y'all, so I pulled up my list. I'm gonna have a little drinky drink. Please drink responsibility. I just took a sip and I think this already has hit me. Please drink responsibly. Make sure, depending on the country you're in, whether it's 18 you have to be legally to drink, or 21 like here in the States you have to be legal to drink. So just make sure you're drinking legally, responsibly, and let's get into this. So number one thing I hate about plants is bugs. They're inevitable. You can't have a bit of nature in your home without other parts of nature coming into your home. So whether that's fly gnats, mealybugs, aphids, scales, centipedes, worms, bugs in general are gross, whether they're beneficial or not. You get them in your home. I personally have brought bugs into my home accidentally. I've had to deal with mealybugs, I've had to deal with fly gnats. Those are the two, thank God, tough bugs that I have to deal with. And also those are the worst, but those I can treat. I can use systemic products to get rid of them permanently. So bugs for me, and number one, I cannot stand that, because I love plants and I have so many of them that it's inevitable to just have bugs come into your home. Number two is figuring out lighting. Everyone, I feel like one of the most common questions about just having plants is what type of lighting should I give it? Is this plant, is this a highlight plant, a low light plant? I don't know. Is this a highlight plant or a low light plant? You know what, that's a thing, you just have to figure it out. So sometimes, unfortunately, figuring it out takes a toll on your plant. So maybe you have a plant that needs full direct sunlight, and then you bring it indoors and you're like, oh, I want this in my bathroom with no windows. What do you expect, So I feel lighting is really annoying, but luckily for me, my current home is all east facing windows, so I don't have the multitude of other compass directions that I have to figure out. And I just keep my plants where there's sunlight, so lighting for me is really annoying. But here we are. I had, what is that called, the stringy succulent type of plants. Those for me are harder to figure out the lightings for, because some can endure strong light, but some just literally I don't know, those This is literally, you see where I am? I don't even know what I'm talking about because it's confusing. Lighting is really confusing. But once you kind of get the hang of what families they're in and you pay attention to the plants, you know, like when you get them, when you place them where you want to place them, pay attention to them and see, are they thriving, are they not thriving? And in accordance to that, you move your plants around. So for me, number 2 is lighting. Number 3 is when the leaves start turning different colors. And I don't mean that in the sense of, sun-stressed, you know, plants. Oh my gosh, I love a sun-stressed plant. I think sun-stressed plants are so beautiful. But obviously they are turning that color because they're stressed, but they're from like the wild. For me, in my head, I'm like, why are plants complaining about lighting when you can't control the lighting outside? Like, if you're naturally born in the nature, you know, in like the wild as a plant, you can't control the lighting that you're receiving. So why are you like bitching at my home about the lighting that I'm giving you? So yeah, anyways, I'm back to lighting. Wow, lighting really is important. Yeah, the leaves turning different colors. So for example, I have this bird of paradise. This is my first bird of paradise, and all the original baby leaves, they're like gone now, but I believe maybe this one was the largest. This one was the largest leaf at the time when I purchased it, because this was a wee little lad and it was in like, I think, a 2-inch planter when I purchased this bird of paradise. And you know, as you can see, I've done a video about this before, but this plant, some like the leaves have turned weird colors and I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you? But it's still thriving. So as you can see, like the stems are cut, you know, the leaves are cut, but the stems are here and they're green and they're happy. Or if you have, I might try to put a chart here to just kind of show you if like the tip of your plant is like browning, why is that? If it's yellow, why is that? If there's browning coming from the center, why is that? That's what I mean by like when the leaves change color. It's like, what is wrong with my plant? I've been doing the same thing for the last couple of weeks, the last couple of months, the last couple of years. What is going on? So when the leaves change color, it's like I question myself. I don't really question the plant more. It's like I question myself, like, hold up, what am I doing wrong? Like, to have these leaves turn different colors. So number 4 for me, I wrote down as watering schedule. And I think that one is annoying in the sense that when the seasons especially are changing, it's like I'll have a plant that I maybe water once a week in the summer, but now in the winter I have to like figure out, okay, damn, like, should I water it more often, less, like, what is going on? Do I have to wait a couple of days? So it comes like, so now you're like, oh man, I gotta like sit here, gotta monitor this plant to see, is the soil dry? Like doing the little finger sticking test, like, is it dry, is it not dry? And it's kind of like crazy. Or when you first get a plant and it's like, how often should I water my Hoyas? Well, it also depends, like the substrate that your plant is in. Like, that watering schedule is really annoying to figure out about a plant. And you can have a plant, for me, like, it takes me a couple of months to really understand the watering of my plants, to get the needs. And yes, they're all happy, you know, they're good, but for me as a plant parent, I have to figure that out. So watering schedule is the next one. There's important police activity happening outside. All right, number 5 for me is repotting. Repotting is annoying. One, it's extra work that you gotta do, and also it's the whole like, does your plant need to be repotted, or is it like root bound? Do you have to unruffle the roots if it's root bound, or can you just stick it inside of the soil? It's just a whole bunch of like learning things, you know. And I feel like owning plants, it teaches you things and you learn things, but they're still annoying, you know, because we love our plants, but they're still annoying to have to figure these things out. Number 6 is running out of space am I the only one with this problem? You have to like pile plants on top of one another because you no longer have room in your window to put plants because you took all the windowsill space. Alright, I'm gonna build a shelf. Your shelf is full. I'm gonna set it on the table. Your table is full. It's packed. It's just like figuring out like where you're placing these plants. Like, look, I have a plant on the armrest of a chair. Oh, sorry, that was a beer burp. Yuck. I have a plant on the armrest of a chair. I have another plant on a Louis Vuitton box. I have a plant on a little dresser stand. I have a plant, although these plants back here is on top of pots that I'm not even using, you know, like running out of space. Now I have a foldable chair with my heat mat and my propagations because I don't have anywhere else to put it. You run out of space. It is really annoying. Like, you don't have any more floor space, you don't have any more shelf space, you don't have any more windowsill space. Annoying. Number 7. I know I touched on bugs, but number 7 is getting attacked by fly gnats. Fly gnats are annoying. They are the least problematic bug in the sense that they're mobile. They're not only just sitting on your plant and killing your plant like scale or mealybugs do. Fly gnats actually do not bother your plants at all. They're just annoying to us as humans. So for me, I've inhaled one too many fly gnats and it's really annoying. Okay, one too many fly gnats. I've like sniffed it, like, where are you coming from? Or like in the nighttime if I'm on my phone and they're like, oh, the light, oh, what am I, like, what are those bugs, like the ones that go into the light? Are they like the fireflies, the ones that like they go into the lights and they're like and they zap them? So it's like I feel like that's what they do in the nighttime on my phone, and I'm like, oh, what was that? And I'm like, fly gnat comes out. It's gross. Okay, fly gnats are annoying. You're not annoying to my plants. That's why you find moist topsoil to lay your larva in, and then you guys multiply. But that's why I got systemic help for you, because you're annoying. Okay, you're annoying. Number 8 for me is getting screwed over by sellers. I'ma cheers ya, clink, and take a sip. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about purchasing plants online, in stores. It doesn't matter. Getting screwed over by sellers, buying overpriced plants that you know are not worth that much, inflation of plant prices, ridiculous. You know you're going into a certain store and you're like, oh, who's the distributor? Bum ass Costa Farms? Oh, okay. Why are you charging me so much for this plant? I know Costa Farms, very non-inclusive company, by the way. Well, yeah. Costa Farms makes things for dirt cheap. Like, why are you upcharging me for plants? Okay, so yeah, getting screwed over by sellers, like either online, you know, they're dividing those Costa Farms plants up, or in stores, in like some local nurseries or whatever, they're dividing these plants up and they're upcharging them, and you're like, I want it, but do I want to spend that money? So yeah, getting ripped off and screwed over by sellers is an annoying thing about owning plants for me, in my opinion. Guys, I'm like chugging this. It's really good. Number 9, I'm almost at number 10, guys. There's one more. Number 9 is your local garden center doesn't carry the same products across state lines. This goes out to a lot of you people in Cali. I know your local Home Depots or Lowe's don't carry certain companies or certain plants, and then like living on the East Coast, I'll see people in the Midwest, in the South, they're like, oh, look what came into my store, look what came into my store, I have this plant. And I'm like, all right, well, none of these plants are here in New York, so I don't care. It's annoying, you know, like you should carry your products that you're sending to Florida. Please send it to New York too, because if it's an indoor garden plant, like send it. If it's outdoor garden plant, I don't care if we have 4 seasons and they have just like 2. Like, please send me what I want. What if I have an outdoor home? Okay, what if I have an indoor garden greenhouse that can fit, you know, a 30-foot tree, but you don't sell it because you're not inclusive? Okay, yeah, okay. So last but not least, number 10 is not everyone understands the obsession with plants, but thank God for our plant community. Okay, yeah, so not everyone understanding the obsession, the plant passion, the plant love of owning plants. I know I listed 9 things for me that's really horrible, but I think number 10 is one of the softer, nicer kinds. And some of us might have significant others or family members who support our love and our passion, which is great. And then others, they're like, why are you spending $75 on a plant with 2 leaves? I'm literally throwing shade at myself, but it's like, because I really like it and I work hard for my money and that's what I want and it brings me joy, you know, like I don't need you to understand. Okay, just don't get in my way. Let me buy what I want. Don't get in my way. Do not get in my way. Let me buy my plants. Okay, but what I've realized with the plant community, whether it's on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, it doesn't matter, like there is such a large, loving, inclusive, amazing plant community, and I want to say thank you to everyone that's in it, everyone I've met. I've made some pretty awesome planty friends. I can call them friends, and we communicate like on the regular, which is even cooler. And even with you guys watching me now, you know, I am part of your planty friends, you're my planty friends, you're part of my cookie fam. And if you aren't, join, subscribe, okay guys, because we're really awesome here. And yeah, that is the end of my video, guys. I just told you 10 things that I hate about owning plants, 10 things that I dislike, that's really annoying. But even with all these horrible things, here I am. Okay, I'm basking in all of my glory, all of the happiness. I feel like the more this video went, the more I started exposing you guys to myself. I'm sorry, y'all, but this is the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share. Subscribe if you aren't already. Join this little cookie family because we're pretty awesome here, and I will see you on the next video. Let's get growing. Bye.